Good night to everybody who's joining on this live feed tonight from Eyewitness News. We are outside of our studios here tonight to report a serious matter that we believe is very unfortunate that's happening in our country tonight. The Bahamas, like so many other countries in the world, is facing a crisis. We are in the midst of a crisis. This coronavirus is impacting the world. Networks around the world are working with skeletal staff, but still covering this deadly virus so that people have the information that they need and the comfort that they need and the security level that they need in order to be able to get through what is a very difficult time in the world that no one has ever expected. It is unfortunate that in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, the media, which should be partners with our government and all of our systems to get information to you, the people, are being hindered from doing our job. Tonight, as many of you would have seen, we attempted to go onto the streets on night 2 to give you a closer look at this lockdown and curfew in action in our country, to show you whether people are complying and to also show you what police officers are facing and whether or not people are indeed being held accountable if they have no reason to be on the streets. Unfortunately, tonight, we weren't able to do that because the minute we stepped out of this gate and proceeded to go on the streets, we were stopped by a senior officer of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, who I might add, rudely enforced to us that we could not go past the barricade. What you did not see was the way he dealt with me before we went live. By the moment we went live, he refused to say another word because he knew that it would be recorded. He knew that the way he dealt with the media, his nasty approach, his rudeness, and his direct inability to communicate and to seek out assistance when we asked him why we were not permitted to be on the road. He recognized the minute I pull out the phone camera, the world would see what he was doing. I am holding in my hand the act, the regulation, this order that was put in effect, which gives the media the right to still do our job. It lists in this group here, under 7, Article 7, number B, it lists groups that are exempted from this. And it says communications, including print and electronic media. So yes, while our colleagues were out covering their stories on the road, they had every right to be out there. We're not discriminating because they were out there. Our problem was our media colleagues are out there doing their job. Why are we not doing ours? Why in turn are we having an argument with you to do our job? Why are we arguing with you to get information out to our people that they so rightly deserve? Last night, the police, with open arms, invited us to come and see them line up, uniformed up. The Minister of National Security himself came out to address the media and to speak to the media as some big spectacle that they were out in forces. Yet, the second night, they don't want anybody to see what it is they're doing. How do you tell a media organization that you cannot cover certain aspects of this story? How do you determine when our job is to get information to the people, what we can do it in, what parameters we cannot do it in when it's not written on paper? One of the reasons why the media is exempted from this is because we play a very crucial role. We are the ones to get the information to the people to ensure that this nation complies. We are the ones to do the stories, to help people understand how to navigate through what could possibly be a horrible recession. We are the ones to help give direction to people as to which way they should go. We are the ones to bring the experts on to help people cope mentally with something that it seems so insurmountable. That's our job. It's what we do. It's what gets people and nations through difficult times. It's what gets people through hard times. That's the media. It's a role of the media. Not to be taken lightly. Not to be stifled. It should be no apparent that you are trying to stop the media from doing its job. There should be no apparent that gives the impression to the world that you don't want the media to cover certain things unless you stage it. It's not our job. Our job is to keep you accountable every step of the way. Our job is to ensure every step of the way that when you don't invite us, we can still show people what you are doing and it'd be okay because you're following protocol. What are you hiding out there? What is it that you want the people to see that you're doing out there tonight? If there is nothing, then why are you stopping us from doing our job? When you call us out of our bed 3 a.m. in the morning to cover murders night after night, you don't ask us why we're out. You ring our phones and say, listen, we're on the scene of the latest fatality. Come, because you want coverage. So why now, tonight, you want to tell us you don't want us on the road? Furthermore, when we came back to our studio, we sought to get clarification. Called the Minister of National Security. He said, yes, you are exempted. I'll call you back. He never got a call back. We called the Attorney General. Sir, can you clarify this for us? Before I can even say, sir, can you clarify that? The minute he answered his phone, you know what his response was? What do you want? Oh, that's what we're doing now, Mr. Attorney General? So clearly you're following this story for you to answer the phone, what do I want? What do I want? I want you to uphold the law. I want you to uphold justice. I want justice for our country. I want fairness for our country. I want to ensure that other people who claim they have certain exemptions from certain things don't have those privileges when the media can't even go outside and cover a story on its doorstep. That's what I want. I want you to take action, Mr. Attorney General. I want you to speak on behalf of the Fourth Estate and say, let them do their job. Because that's what we are holding you accountable to do. It is unfortunate tonight that in our country, with all that we're facing, we have to battle yet more than a virus. We have to battle this kind of unfairness in our country, where we're trying to stifle the press or dictate to the press what you can and cannot do, and when you should report, when you should not report. If we are breaking some violation, why are we still out here tonight and no one's arresting us? Why are we still covering this story and no one's stopping us? Could it be that we are well within our job to do what it is that we're doing? In the Commonwealth of the Bahamas on this night, our fight should be one fight against COVID-19, not against people who are trying to partner with you to get the message out and to show that our country is disciplined and people are off the streets. That's what we're here to fight, not to be distracted. When we work countless hours trying to file stories to make sure that people are kept around the clock, when our people sacrifice leaving their homes and putting microphones in people's faces, not knowing what they're risking. You know why we do it? Not for ratings, as you suggest. We don't care about the ratings. We do it because we want our people to be informed. Because in the Bahamas, ratings doesn't matter. We don't have a rate board in this country. So don't tell me they're doing it for ratings, sort of do it for show. Because you're logged in. You know why you're logged in? Because you want to find out information as well. This is disturbing in our country, and it must stop. It must stop. And the people in this country are sick and tired of being dictated to and told what they can and cannot do. Not in the Bahamas. This is our home, our country. We are fighting for. People are locked down in their homes, not because you say so, but because they want to get through this nightmare. People are obeying every law you put in place, every restriction you put in place, everything you put in place. Bahamian people are trying to adapt to it. You know why? Not to prove anything to you, but they're doing it because they want to get through this for their families. I don't need to be out here tonight doing this, and my children and my family are home. I can be there as well. I'm doing this, I'm sacrificing this for the future of our country. And how dare our government not support what it is that we're doing tonight? How dare the Commissioner of Police and his entire entourage of the force turn their backs and act as if this is not happening tonight? When every day you call our phones to come to court, to show you parading criminals with your police officers. When every day you call us to come on murder scenes to show the great work that your CDU officers are doing. But tonight, when we want to come out here and see whether or not your people are in place for the next 11 days, it's a problem. We're not going to stop, and we're not going to be silenced. We will continue to report the news against every opposition, against every struggle, against everybody who speaks against it. We will continue to report the news. Eyewitness News will continue to report the news, and you will not stop us. You know why? Because the Bahamian people have demanded better of us, and we will give them what they've demanded of us. We answer to them, not to you. And we may stop tonight and not be out here tonight, but we will keep pressing our way. We will keep reporting. We will be back tomorrow. We will continue to tell the story until our country gets through this. That's our job as the Fourth Estate. We know our job. It's time for you to know yours. Thank you to all of you who have supported Eyewitness News, who have posted in our defense, who have spoken to us, who log on to our lives every time, who trust us for news and information. Thank you to the people of the world who log on to Eyewitness News every time. We are doing this for you, to keep you informed, and we will not back down. One barricade that says no will certainly not stop us from reporting the news. We will be back. We will continue to push. We will continue to penetrate. We will continue to operate within the confines of the laws, and we will continue to be the people's voice. And you cannot stop what we've already started. God bless all of you. Stay safe, and good night.